Hi, everybody. We have another friend today.
Gracie.
We needed Gracie Burns for our book today.
Surprise.
Surprise, it's Grace.
It's always a surprise.
So let's do our flashcards, our sight words first, and then Grace is going to help Lainey and I read our story today.
We're probably going to mess up a little bit on our story, but that's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right. Okay, here we go. Kindergarten. Gracie Burns, would you like to read or would you like Delaney?
Lainey can read.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
No, is my say on. Is. Can. Me. You. And.
Hold on, itch.
He. At.
Okie dokie.
At.
Next.
First grade. All. Are. As. Ball. Be. Did. Day. Boy. Come. By. Eat. For. Get. Girl.
Good.
I think I memorized all the orders.
You
I've been
did?
doing this for some.
We're going to mix them up next time.
Big. Second grade. Dan. Away. About. Back. After. I'm. Who. Your. Came. When. Them. Because. From.
Good job. Okay. So yesterday, our story was about Gilbert. Do you remember Gilbert, the goldfish? And what was special about Gilbert? Tell us about Gilbert, Lane.
He wanted a pet.
Yep, Gilbert wanted a pet, and Gilbert was a goldfish. And so today we kind of stayed with the same kind of character theme. And in our book today is
You probably know like the original of it.
yes. So it's gonna your connection today, I'm gonna predict, is going to be a text-to-text connection, because I feel like a lot of you are going to realize that this book is going to remind you of another story you have read. Don't tell them. Okay. And in the characters are gold. There's some goldfish. So we're going to, go along with what we did yesterday. And then we're going to talk about your text-to-text connection and see if the story reminds anyone about a story that they have read before. Okay? So I'm going to introduce you to the parts of the book. We're going to do something called a reader's theater today.
I love reader's theater.
Yes, it's not going to be as super cool like with costumes or anything, because
we should get like for tomorrow. We should get the costume.
We should. But we're just going to do a reader's theater is when you read. Lainey and I usually take turns and do like buddy reading, like read one page, read the next page. But today we're going to actually do the different parts. So it's going to be a reader's theater, which kind of is like a play, right? So Delaney is going to be the shark. Let's
Grr.
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 Apparently sharks say grr today.
Wait, what do sharks say? Rawr.
Chomp?
Chomp.
I don't know. Okay. And Gracie is going to be the narrator. So the narrator.
And the seahorse.
Yes.
The seahorse?
There's one little tiny seahorse part. Okay. Grace is going to be the narrator, which is just the storyteller.
And the seahorse.
And I'm going to be. Okay. Delaney. And I'm going to be the goldfish. Okay. So. Narrator. I'm going to have to hold it up like this so you guys can see it. We're going to have to here.
We can sit like this. Yeah. Grr.
Like, wait, you're not
okay. Grr.
It's okay. The important part is not our faces.
It's the book.
It's the book.
It's the
yeah.
book.
So if you guys can actually sit over here.
Oh, okay. We're going to get
No, I'm not in it either, because I'm going to go like this. So because they need to see the book. Okay. So it's called The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark.
Grr.
Excuse her. She's a little confused. Okay. Already you should be thinking in your brains, hey, that title reminds me of something. The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark.
Grr.
Okay. Grace.
Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. It's now
Yep, this is still, you can just still.
it's now time, said the mama fish, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they went.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed.
You can be the seahorse too, remember?
Oh yeah, can I have some?
Oh no, this is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house?
Take as much as you can carry, said the seahorse. Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house.
Oh, Edie.
Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me in.
The little fish trembled and replied,
Not by the skin of my finny fin.
Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in.
roared the fish.
Oh.
Shark.
Roared
Or
the
the
shark.
fish.
So the big bad shark munched and he crunched and he ate every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time.
Hurry, Jim, hurry.
Soon Jim found his brother Tim, said,
Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house.
Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me in. Come in.
To which the brave little fish replied,
Not by the skin of my finny fin.
Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in.
roared the shark.
Yay.
So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled.
That tastes bad.
And Jim and Tim swam and swam.
Hurry, little
That
guys.
tastes bad as sand.
Does it, Mr. Shark? Does it taste bad?
It does.
Until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship.
The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't worry, you can live with me, said Kim.
And they did. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door.
Little fish, let me in.
To which the smart fish replied,
Not by the skin of my finny fin.
Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in.
roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And all of his teeth fell out.
Oh!
I have no teeth. I have no teeth.
The three little fish were safe at last.
I have no teeth.
Nope. Good job. Okay, come on back in. Come on, team.
Come on, team.
Okay, so that was called a Reader's Theater where we each took a part. So, did you guys make a connection? Does this story remind you of any other story? Delaney,
Yes.
tell me a story that it reminded you of.
30.
Three Little Pigs. Gracie, do you know another story? There's different
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
No.
there's different ways that authors kind of mimicked or copied the Three Little Pigs. So the Three Little Pigs is like the main one, right? So this is the Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Have you heard of another copy or no? No?
Oh,
Okay.
I heard one. I'm wasting my hand.
What is it?
So it's, what is it called? It's like the three.
Don't talk about the one for tomorrow.
I know the
Okay.
three. What was it? The three. What is it?
Okay.
Okay,
We're
I
gonna
have one,
hold
though.
that.
Yeah, I'll talk about it
And
tomorrow.
yes, we're going to talk about it tomorrow because we're going to do a different version tomorrow because yes, we're going to do a different text with the same theme instead of the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, a typical one that we know, right? It's not going to be that one, but it's going to be the similar theme, right? Gracie, can you come in? Can you come in and play with us tomorrow too?
Yes.
Ooh, yay! Perfect. Okay, guys. So
Bye.
stay tuned. We're glad you listened to our Crazy Readers Theater today, and stay tuned for tomorrow because we'll do a different version. Okay.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.